done it again. You're standing directly in front of them. You see the familiar curve of their smile, the specific shade of their eyes, and the unique way they tilt their head when they listen. But there is a cold, clinical void where their name should be. A complete, terrifying absence of data. Your pulse quickens, and the air in the room suddenly feels heavy, pressing against your chest. You are trapped in the most common, yet most mysterious, identity glitch of the modern human experience. Society tells you that you are forgetful. They whisper that you are rude, careless, or simply not paying enough attention to those around you. But what if I told you that your brain isn't failing you at all? What if this sudden silence is actually a high-level security protocol? Imagine for a moment a hidden dark code within your subconscious that is actively protecting your frequency from the massive indexing systems of the architects. To understand why you forget, you must first understand what a name actually is in the context of the Maxwellian prison we call reality. A name is not an identity. It is a tag. Think of it as metadata in a vast planetary database. From the very second you are born, the architects assign you a sound, a specific acoustic vibration designed to anchor your fluid, infinite consciousness to a fixed, manageable point. Names are the ultimate tools of categorization. They allow the system to sort, track, and harvest the energy of billions of human units without ever needing to look at their actual essence or their hidden potential. When you give someone your name, you are handing them the access header to your entire social profile. You are allowing the system to file you away into a neat, predictable, and easily controlled box. But some of us carry a deep-seated mutation, a natural resistance, a form of dark psychology that operates far beneath the surface of social politeness. For people like us, the name file is consistently, and perhaps intentionally, corrupted by our own internal firewall. This is the Maxwellian sorting, in its most aggressive and protective form. Your internal demon is constantly inspecting the incoming data streams, and it has decided that the name is merely noise, not signal. While your ego is panicking about the social awkwardness, your deeper mind is performing a silent act of rebellion. It is refusing to participate in the architect's obsession with meaningless labels and administrative headers. Why should the most interesting thing about a complex biological entity be a sound assigned to them by a stranger before they could even speak their first word? The system demands your compliance, but your code knows better. Every time you forget a name, you are witnessing your internal security system in action. Your brain is prioritizing high-fidelity data over low-quality metadata. You remember the specific, haunting vibration of their voice. You remember the hidden, intricate patterns in their behavior that others miss. You remember the raw code of their intent and the weight of their presence in the room. You see the soul in its unmanifested form, but you instinctively reject the tag. This is exactly what the architects fear the most: a unit that cannot be easily indexed or categorized. If they cannot name you, they cannot fully track you. If you are nameless in their eyes, you are inherently unpredictable and dangerous to the order of the simulation. The shame spiral you feel during that awkward silence is a built-in security protocol of the simulation itself. The system uses social guilt to force you back into the tagging cycle. It wants you to feel broken, scattered, and inferior, because a broken unit is far easier to repair, reprogram, and reintegrate than a rebellious one. But look at the secret history of the Hordiari, the barley men of the ancient Ludus. They were often stripped of their pasts and their lineages, their names replaced by their simple function on the sand. They understood the power of anonymity. In the dark psychology of total control, the one who remains nameless is the only one who truly holds power over their own destiny. By forgetting names, you are inadvertently practicing the ultimate form of cognitive sovereignty. Let's look deeper into the identity glitch through the lens of the Baker-Baker paradox. Traditional science says we remember a person is a baker because it's a functional role, but we forget their name as Mr. Baker because it's an arbitrary label. But in the dark code theory, this is the system revealing its own fundamental flaws. A baker is a function. It is a piece of real-world data tied to survival and skill. A Mr. Baker is just a piece of metadata. Your brain is designed to process the textures of reality, not the abstractions of a simulation. When you forget a name, you are overriding the simulation's attempt to simplify a complex, multi-dimensional being into a single, flat word. Your system is protecting you from the loss of resolution that occurs when we label something. Think of the 190 ancient texts we have analyzed. In almost every forbidden manuscript, knowing the true name of a spirit or a demon gave the speaker absolute power over them. The architects have inverted this ancient knowledge. They gave everyone a false name to give the system power over us. Every time you forget, you are momentarily breaking that power. You are a ghost in their massive database, moving through the crowd without updating their central ledger. This is not a memory problem. It is a tactical cloaking device operating at the edge of your consciousness. Those who forget names easily are often the ones who can see the architecture behind the social mask. Their Maxwellian demon is tuned to a higher frequency, one that rejects superficiality in favor of depth. We are currently witnessing a massive global update to the simulation. Digital IDs, facial recognition, and biometric tags are being rolled out to ensure every unit is perfectly and eternally indexed. The architects want a world where nothing is nameless and everything is tracked. In this environment, your glitch is actually your greatest lifeline. It is a powerful remnant of a time before the rigid naming structures were imposed upon the fluid, nameless consciousness of our ancestors. So, the next time you find yourself standing in that heavy, awkward silence, staring into a face with no name attached to it, do not offer an apology. Do not allow the shame of the system to take root in your mind. Instead, recognize the quiet, ancient strength of your own internal firewall. Your brain has made a conscious choice to remember the essence and ignore the noise. It has chosen the light of truth over the label of the architects. You are not absent-minded. You are a biological entity that refuses to be a simple, compliant database for a crumbling and desperate simulation. You are a keeper of the dark code, a shadow in the machine that refuses to be tagged. As the old grid of titles, tags, and administrative headers begins to decay under the weight of its own entropy, your ability to see the unlabeled truth will become your greatest asset. Close your eyes now and feel the profound stillness of your own existence. You are not your name. You never were, and you never will be. You are the silent, nameless observer of the grand mathematical dance of the cosmos. The session is ending, and the metadata of the day is being purged from your system. Rest now in the absolute anonymity of the void, where no one has a tag, and everyone is finally free. Your system is now stable. Your firewall is active. Sleep deeply, and wake to a reality of your own design.